Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and we're doing another Chuck's Reviews After Dark. If you caught my community post the other day on my channel, I had mentioned that we would be taking a break from Transformer One reviews, um, because I was going to be getting in from Takara and Amazon Japan, um, some as of right now Takara exclusive Earthspark toys. These are, from what I can tell, the deluxe class figures. Yeah, DX, and this is Terran hashtag. Now, like I said, there is no reason why these will not be released by Hasbro, but they were announced first by Takara, and they were released first by Takara. Um, Now, I will freely admit I am not familiar with hashtag. I have not really stayed up to date with the show, and I really have no interest in doing that. But this is an interesting figure. Um, Very simplified figure, which is kind of interesting because this I think it's supposed to be some sort of truck. We've actually looked at the Tacticon version, and I guess this is like a pickup truck or something, but it's open here. I mean, there is some detailing to try and give it that truck look, but it's clearly some thrusters and the part of the leg. As you can see, does come with two accessories, which are these blasters. They peg on very precariously on the edge of the truck. It does stay, not going to come off, but if you accidentally touch it or press down, you will pop them off, which we're going to do right now. But give you a closer look. Not bad, kind of interesting. I always appreciate an update to the traditional Autobot blaster. Uh, does roll quite well. Now we're going to get into the transformation, and really, basically, the way I can describe the transformation, it's like you're doing stuff, and you think you're going to have to push things into place, but there's like a flow that everything just comes together. Now, to start things off, the instructions show loosening up the legs here. But really, this is all what they show is like two or three steps, really just one. So you're basically unpegging the legs uh, from the back here, bringing them down, hinging them forward, that there are tabs there that will peg in, at which point the legs will separate, and that these boosters, you're going to flip them around all the way until they friction into place and become the feet. Next, what you want to do is grab from the hand and unpeg from the side and bring the arms forward, just like so. And you go, hey, look, this is probably how once the flip changer would probably look. Once you have that done, classic transformation step, unpeg from the front and rotate down. Now, while you're rotating this down, what you will naturally do because of how you grab the arm is push that panel over, which will clean up the arm quite nicely. So just do that. And if you somehow are able to do this without pushing that panel down, don't forget to push the panel down. But bring that shoulder down into place. And then the final part that I kind of have a bit of an issue with is this just flips over to the back. It would have been nice to work in a double hinge so it could sit a little more flush and not stick out. But there you go. There's hashtag. I think this is a character that's meant to be very much into Earth social media. The blasters do go into the hands. Uh, the first couple times I did have like a little resistance, but they seem to be going in better now. I guess you can still store them on the tabs there. In terms of articulation, the head is on a. There is some sort of ball joint in there, but it's very limited, mostly just swivels. Do I feel? I want to say I felt a waist swivel, but no, no waist swivel. Um, Ball joint at the shoulder, ball joint at the elbow. You do have swivel at the legs, do have a nice knee bend, and the feet are naturally angled for uh, the wider stance, so you can play with the articulation to get to a comfortable position for you. So there's that. Very simple transformation, like I said. Now, I did know it did come off here. A little speck of the metallic purple paint. Uh, I actually had a larger bit, which I would chalk up to mold flash, come off when I was first handling the figure. Really don't notice where it came from. I do like the coloring, the purple, the turquoise blue, the silver. Very nice. But yeah, that's about it. So I think we'll just go to my final thoughts. And my final thoughts are, if you are really a fan of Terran hashtag, then I strongly urge you to pick up this figure, because I cannot guarantee this will get a Hasbro US release. We do know that Earthspark has been canceled, that it will be replaced by a new animated series. Therefore, since that information is out, retailers may not be interested in picking up more Earthspark merchandise. Therefore, even though Hasbro may be willing to release and sell these figures without their retail partners willing to pick them up, there's no point. Yes, you will be paying more in terms of the cost of shipping, importing it from Japan, but it's better to do that now while it's available at something like Amazon retail, which, by the way, I don't think I stressed this enough. Amazon Japan is Amazon. It's just in Japan. When you speak to their customer service, you are speaking to the same customer service, the same way they do business and all of that. So, and if you're a little hesitant because of that, don't be. Um, why I think I've only had a very minor quibble with them in the past. It was handled just the same way as any issue I've had with Amazon US. So pay a little in the shipping now, or run the risk of these shooting up in value because they're Japanese exclusive and having to pay more down the line, if you are that much of a completist or a collector. So that's my 2 cents. I could be wrong. Hasbro, again, as another point of interest, Hasbro really does not advertise or announce when figures are going to be released. For example, I'm waiting on the Tacticon Starscream, and I believe there's supposed to be a Flip Changer Starscream. Who knows when that's going to show up, if they show up. So that's just my 2 cents. It is a fun figure. It is a fine figure. If you're a real fan of the character, you know what to do. But that's about it for the review. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. While I will always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help to communicate to YouTube through the algorithm that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. If you want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. You know the drill. But as I always say, if you can't afford the $1 a month or $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just cherry on top of an already generous sundae. If I can make a special mention, for those of you who may be watching this thinking this was a Transformers 1 review, or who are here strictly for the Earthspark toys, please consider subscribing. You do miss a lot by not subscribing and checking out my other videos. And by watching the video unsubscribed, you do affect the algorithm. Between 83 to 88% of my views come from people who are not subscribed to my channel. That is a little, I don't want to say a major issue, but as my channel grows, that can cause, again, as I said, cause problems with the algorithm. So that's about it. Once again, for Terran Hashtag, this is your old pal Chuck, and we will see you next time.